If someone brought you a wig, would you wear it on stream? No, I mean, fair question. Definitely not a weird question at all. Having worn like wigs before for Halloween costumes and stuff, this shit is like itchy as hell. I don't know if it's just like because you know you're wearing the cheapest wig of all time, but they are not comfortable. What about a good wig? No, probably not. I don't think I would. Honestly, I'm just okay being bald. It's not really that big of a deal. It gets to be less of a big deal the older you get too. It has its perks, man. Anyone that's actually bald will tell you, like, the worst part of being bald is actually going bald. Because then you have to look deep inside yourself and, you know, you got to go into that fucked up tree on Dagobah and, like, figure out who you are as a person, like, how much of your identity is wrapped up in, like, these dead strands of protein coming out of the top of your head. But once you get through that, once you, like, strike down Darth Vader or whatever, being bald, you know, it has some, pardon me, it has some perks. Very low, very low maintenance, in particular. Never having to get a haircut is nice. Or the period before you eventually get a haircut where you're like, damn, I should have gotten a haircut like last week when I had some time. There are some annoying things about it as well. I wouldn't deny that. Like, you definitely, like, your hair catches your sweat when you work out. So when you're bald, the sweat just rolls down the front of your head and, like, gets in your eyes and stuff. It's a little colder in the winter time for sure. It's in the summertime, you definitely got to make sure you put sunscreen on if you're not wearing a, well, probably if you are wearing a hat too, but like there's positives. Being bald is like, I don't know. I feel like most bald men are kind of okay with it. I would guess that most men who are bald would say, like, yeah, it's okay. Like, they would describe themselves as mildly pleased with the experience. Balding is like a disaster. That's where you gotta search deep within yourself. But being bald is not so bad. It's the process of getting to the baldness that, you know, you have to go through some ego death, I think. That's all I got. I don't know. I mean, it is one of those things. I'm sure, like, this one's for my bald people in the chat. The actual worst part about being bald is, especially when you're on the younger side, is just constantly being asked about what it's like to be bald when it's literally, like, fucking exactly the same, except you don't wash your hair in the shower. The most annoying part of being bald is people with hair being like, hey, would you use soap on your scalp or shampoo? Just over and over and over again. Like, it's literally all I wanted is to be treated like the same way you would treat someone with hair, but apparently society's not at that point yet. Tell us so we never ask you again. It's your first time on this website? I do that to bearded people? Honestly, you know what? I feel like you should. I feel like that's a little self-righteous. I'm here for it. Next time somebody with hair and a beard says, what's it like to be bald? Bro, what's it like to have like a lot of hair on your chin? Whoa, do you use shampoo on your beard? Do you shine your beard in the thing that you put your ball in at the bowling alley? You shine your beard in there? Fucking asshole, idiot. Shine your beard in the Shine-O-Matic 5000. I don't want to be too rude about this, okay? 18-minute caves too. No, hold on. I'm going to be rude and I'm going to go off. I love when NL bullies a man he made up. Okay, so then I'm going to be rude, because if you love it, then I'm going to be rude. What I was going to say is you know, sometimes I see a guy with a beard and I'm like, I just want you to know I can still see your chin. Like, I understand what you're trying to do there. As Jay so definitely said, beards are sick because you get to make your own jawline. I just want to look, because I'm making up a guy to be mad at. The guy I'm making up made a bald joke at my expense, and I say, hey, Thor Odinson, just so you know, I can still see your jawline under that thing. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I'm saying. I didn't want to be rude about it. I was bullied into doing it. You're not making that guy up. He's me. Your beard is not made of Kevlar. You can still be wounded, spiritually speaking. NL's brave to talk about jawlines? What the hell? Dude, I've got an adequate jawline. Come on. I'm not going to Amsterdam for that weird Dutch chinlet surgery. I'm not saying I got the most pronounced jawline of all time. I've never been self-conscious about my jawline, except when, like, I got overweight. Most of the time, I'm like, dude, I'm even approaching. I know this was like when Mouth posted the photo of us from high school. I said last known sighting of my chin dimple. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to brag, but when I had 2 bouts of food poisoning simultaneously and almost died, I was starting to see the chin dimple again. It's knocking. It's knocking at the door. I don't know if I can keep up that kind of weight loss regimen of losing like a troubling amount of weight in a very short period of time and having people comment things on my subreddit like, Jesus, you weren't lying, he looks like a ghost. I will say one of the coolest things about like almost dying is that I really thought that I was gonna have like a longer period